It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's Rick Sincere with MTMV Sports, and we are blessed to be here for the 2023 MTMV Mock Draft. We got a whole squad on. Y'all know how we get down, man. People from everywhere, all types of podcasts. You're going to meet so many people today. But as we do this, what I want you to do is go ahead and subscribe to the channel, drop that like, and I really, really want you to dive in to this 2023 mock draft. With the first pick in the draft, the Panthers are on the clock, and my boy, DJ Preach, has the first pick. DJ, let me know when the pick's in.
The pick is in. With the first overall pick in this year's NFL draft, the Carolina Panthers will select Mr. Bryce Young from the University of Alabama. We're selecting Bryce Young because we need a quarterback who can stand in the pocket, who has a processor. We've been through the Cam Newton experience, so we're not going Anthony Richardson. We're moving forward from Sam Darnold. We're moving forward from P.J. Walker. Basically, we're moving forward from anybody coming from the stands playing quarterback for us for the past 4 to 5 years. So we have our franchise quarterback. We don't like Will Levis because he puts mayo in his coffee. That is it.
The Houston Texans have decided to select with the number 2 pick, C.J. Stroud, quarterback, Ohio State, the Ohio State. I'll tell you right now, C.J. Stroud lit up and shows his talents on the field every time he is on it. There's a reason why the Houston Texans go this direction, especially if he's the quarterback left on the board. And I think he is the best quarterback left on the board. So the Houston Texans feel a big need, get their franchise QB this draft.
All right, with the third overall pick, the Arizona Cardinals select Will Anderson, Jr., edge, Alabama, 6'3", 253 pounds. We are selecting Will because the Cardinals definitely need to pick up into the defense. They need a difference maker, and he is one that can be trusted, one that is worth watching. He flies around, and we are so excited to have him a part of our organization.
With the fourth pick of the NFL draft, the Indianapolis Colts picks Anthony Richardson, quarterback out of Florida. Look, the reason why they need the quarterback is because Andrew Luck, they ran out of luck. He retired 2019, and Matt Ryan was flat out old. So we need to do something quick and fast, and they need a QB in order to try to get this thing back going in the direction that they would like for it to go. So Anthony Richardson.
The Seattle Seahawks will be picking with the number 5 pick, Tyree Wilson, edge rusher from Texas Tech, 6'6", 275 pounds. They'll be thinking defense because they probably really wanted Anthony Richardson, but my partner just took him before. So we're going to go with Tyree Wilson, and they'll be getting them for the Seahawks.
For the 6th pick, the Detroit Lions would like to pick up Nolan Smith out of Alabama, edge rusher, because we scored a lot of points, but we also did not stop other teams from scoring. So we need to get after that quarterback.
See, this year, NFL 2023 NFL Draft pick 7 for the Las Vegas Raiders. We are going to pick Jalen Carter out of Georgia, 6'3", 314. We need it. Defense has been lacking for a long time. We got some pieces, but we got to put it together. I think getting the edge rusher or D lineman is going to be great for us. Got to be better on defense.
With the 8th pick in the draft, the Atlanta Falcons will be selecting Mr. Brian Branch out of Alabama. Why? Swiss Army knife. Overall, Branch is a versatile defender. He has ability to make plus plays at the line. He can put him man-to-man. He can go zone coverage. He can make tackles. He does everything for that Alabama defense that was ranked number 2 for 3 consecutive years behind the Georgia Bulldogs. We need him. Atlanta's been a laughing stock on defense for about 5 years now. So he could come in, be a captain type player, and bring that defense that's already acquired Calais Campbell, Jeff Okuda, Jesse Bates from the Bengals. You can bring that all together and create a number 1 defense in the NFC. Let's go.
All right, with the 9th pick, the Chicago Bears select Peter Sorosky. He's an All-American Big Ten performer. Checks all the boxes. Nice, rough, tough, big guy. Someone that we definitely need. He's going to bring the heat.
All right. With the 10th overall pick, the Eagles will select Bijan Robinson. Reason being, I think one of the things you want to do is kind of make that offensive line, that offense even more explosive. And what better way than getting an explosive player like Robinson? So,
Agreed.
At pick 1, Bryce Young. Pick 2, C.J. Stroud. Pick 3, Will Anderson. Pick 4 for Indianapolis Colts, Anthony Richardson. For the Seattle Seahawks, Tyree Wilson. For the Lions at 6, Nolan Smith. Jalen Carter at 7. Brian Branch for the Falcons at 8. Peter Skoronski for the Bears at 9. And then Bijan Robinson at pick number 10. All right. Fellas, ladies, it's open. I'm sorry, lady. It's open session. It's open session. Let's talk about what we saw. What surprised us the most?
Nolan Smith.
Yep.
How dare you?
The funny part is that's what I'm saying to you about your pick.
Don't be mad at me.
Now, I really like the Robinson pick, the running back going to the Eagles with that line. That is crazy, and I just want to thank the Eagles organization for giving us Miles Sanders. That's all I got.
My look, yeah, I can hang it up.
Well, I do not like that pick because now I cannot draft a successor to Derrick Henry in the first round. Thank you, Derrick. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
They got Kenneth Gainwell. That wasn't enough for y'all to just keep getting rich, huh?
Nah, solid.
You
No,
what?
I think that made Derek. I think you made a good pick just because you could have went anywhere with it. You know what I mean? Like with what you guys had after giving Jalen that big contract, it's one of those things. Like, why not get one of the most explosive players? Definitely top of his position in the draft, just to add to that. Give Jalen some safety. You know, that was a great pick to me.
Yeah, and I think it's also because you have Rashad Penny that's coming in. Kind of, he's kind of had a health issue last couple of years anyway, so shore that up a little bit. I think it makes all the sense in the world.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
Okay, so
we don't agree much.
Jalen Carter. But Miles took Jalen Carter before me, so I went with my third. I was hoping for Will Anderson to fall, then Jalen Carter. I was surprised that Nolan Smith taking at 5.
Yeah.
Guys, I thought he was gonna take Jalen Carter instead.
Definitely, he definitely moved up. I didn't think he was gonna go that high, but
I think people gonna
explosive
sleep
player.
on him and let him slip because of whatever he had off field. But he definitely gonna be a difference maker in the NFL.
yeah.
And this is exactly what I predicted earlier before the show that that a lot of quarterbacks was going to start the slide, which was Will Levis. I knew he was going to fall out the top 10
for sure.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with
and
you. I didn't know. I didn't think Will Levis would fall out of the top 10. I do have a few questions though, just real quick. I need to know about Brian Branch at 8.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yes.
So with the Falcons, we need edge rushing. I think in the actual draft that we'll be able to take Carter or Nolan Smith, one of those two. I don't think they'll get taken early. So Brian Branch was my third player to take off of the board. I didn't see anybody else. Other way I could have went was Christian Gonzalez. He was my fourth pick at cornerback. But I wanted to see how Okuda would turn out in Atlanta, and then Branch can play multiple positions for me. To me, I feel like he could turn into like a Troy Polamalu type player, side to side on the field.
That's a lot.
That's some big shoes to fill now.
Big old shoes,
huge.
I ain't mad at it.
My guy said Troy Polamalu.
Yeah,
that's big.
That's some high praise, my guy.
No doubt.
Yeah, the Tennessee Titans are on the clock. Please let me know, Professor Dante, when the pick is in.
The pick is in. The 11th pick, the Nashville, Tennessee Titans select the slot surgeon himself, Jackson Smith and Jigba out of Ohio State. And it's real simple. AJ Brown's a Philadelphia Eagle. We need somebody to really control the slot. Jackson might not have the ceiling as some other receivers, but he knows how to get open. And guys who know how to get open stay in this league a long time. And he can operate from the slot, but he can also operate from the flanker. So he gives me versatility. I can put him on the other side of Traylon Burks, or I can put him next to Traylon Burks, and I can motion him. I got a lot of stuff I'm able to do. And with Derrick Henry's age, I may have to be throwing the ball a little bit more down there in Tennessee.
The pick is in. There were two guys on the board here that I think the Texans organization really want to go with. And so Tennessee, a rival in the South, goes with probably their first choice at the 12 spot. But we are going to go with Quentin Johnston out of TCU, and the Lone Star receiver stays in Texas. This is a 1,000-yard receiver, somebody who is fast, who can get past the defense, who will be opposite of players like Nico Collins and veteran Robert Woods. Let's not forget, they also loaded up with Noah Brown this offseason, and they have John Mechie, who has not performed yet, who is going to be amazing out of the slot to start off with. Houston loads up at receiver with already the addition of Dalton Schultz, giving their franchise quarterback options early, and then we'll figure out the line situation later on down the road in round number 2. But that's where Houston goes with the 12th pick.
The Jets will be selecting Paris Johnson, offensive tackle from Ohio State. He is 6'6", 313 pounds, big boy, and he'll be protecting some quarterback, maybe Aaron Rodgers. Who knows if they ever complete the deal, but let's see.
My pick is in, sir. All right, so with the 14th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Christian Gonzalez, cornerback out of the University of Oregon. The reason we went with him is because we need someone on the opposite side of Jonathan Jones. You know, the other Devin McCourty retired, so now we got to revamp our secondary. So why not go get one of the best corner, in my opinion, on the board in the draft period. So shout out to Christian Gonzalez. Welcome to the organization, sir.
with the 15th pick, the Green Bay Packers select the killer himself, Michael Myers, tight end from Notre Dame. He is an overall great pick, luxury pick for what we think is going to be Jordan Love. As you know, the Packers have always invested in receivers, and now we need to fill that void. So we definitely think that Michael will be able to give a good balance to that. Because like I said, complete tight end, and definitely can get him down in that red zone to make some plays.
With the 16th pick in the draft, the Washington Commanders select Will Levis, quarterback, Kentucky. Now, I'll be honest with you. I did not expect to see him here. I didn't think he would fall this far. But I'm planning on going into the season with Sam Howell. How? I have to have a better plan. And my plan has just fell in my lap right here with Will Levis. I didn't think he would be here, but he's here, and I have to make the smart move. I am going with Will Levis. I believe he has a better upside. So that's a pick for the Washington Commanders.
With the 17th pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Devon Witherspoon, CB. And we are selecting him because, we need a CB after Cam Sutton went to the Lions in free agency. We definitely need a power player. We need somebody who loves to tackle, somebody that's quick, somebody that can give us a lockdown. And he just fits the Pittsburgh mold. So bang, bang, still a game. Welcome to the organization.
This is not going to be a popular pick, but the Detroit Lions, we're going to go defense again. And we are going with Washington State linebacker Dayan Henley. Maybe a reach, but that's what we do.
With the 19th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select offensive tackle Broderick Jones from the University of Georgia. The mathematics are real simple. He's a little raw, but that man is so wide, you need an Uber to get around him. He is a massive, strong human being, and he's got feet like a ballerina, and the Buccaneers need a tackle, and he fits the bill.
The pick is Brian Bresee, defensive tackle from Clemson, 6'6", 298 pounds. Help with the defense, and he should be able to have a real impact for the Seahawks. Pete Carroll is a defensive coach, and some people don't like him or not, but he's a good coach. So I trust him with him.
At pick number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba to the Tennessee Titans. At pick number 12, the Houston Texans selected Quentin Johnston. 13, Paris Johnson Jr. At 14, Christian Gonzalez. At 15, the Packers selected Michael Meyer. And I'm not even saying that right. At pick number 16, the Washington Commanders selected Will Levis. That's when the draft got funky. At pick number 17, Devon Witherspoon. At pick number 18, no, this is when the draft got funky. At pick number 19, Broderick Jones. And then at pick number 20, Brian Bresee. Let's talk, y'all. Too much to talk about here. Let me take this off the screen and let's just get into it. What were your thoughts? What was the most surprising pick of that of those 10 picks?
Well, I don't want to let my Notre Dame bias show. But I will say I would not have drafted him that high.
Yeah.
But for Green Bay, man, that is such a perfect scheme fit. They like inline wide tight ends, and I like Dalton Kincaid out of Utah, but he's perfect for Green Bay. Y'all listen, I watched a lot of Will Levis. I don't see it.
Me either.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
I said it's Trubisky vibes for me.
In two plays against South Carolina this year, I was like, man, look at that throw. How could he not beat out Sean Clifford at Penn State? The very next throw. Oh, That's why he couldn't beat out Sean Clifford at Penn State. He's
not ready.
Beat out Sean Clifford.
Oh, that's why.
Word? Sean Clifford?
Yeah.
His highs are high and his lows are low.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I know y'all not sitting here debating whether or not I picking Will Levis at what? Jesus, at 16 is a bad pick for the Washington.
He's not
Commanders.
ready.
You can't possibly debate him over Sam Howell.
I don't think it's the wrong choice. I just don't think it's a good situation in Washington. Like
that too.
We got
as a division team. I'm absolutely excited that you guys went that direction. Like that is phenomenal. I'm really happy for you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Listen.
I don't know if I can say that with Eric Bieniemy being there, the coordinator.
I can't say that with the quarterback that's currently in Dallas. I'm not scared.
If the enemy can get him to stop throwing to the wrong team, and up that completion percentage and stop, everything else is everything a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. And the enemy.
But here's the question: Is he going to start? Sam Howell's job to lose.
It is. Apparently, they like him out there in DC.
He's a fan favorite too.
Like, it's his job to lose. But Will Levis, I don't think right now he's ready. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're telling me right now, I can't believe what y'all are saying. You're telling me Sam Howell over Will Levis. That's basically what you're saying. You're saying
exactly because
that way. We've seen Sam Howell.
Okay.
Are you excited?
None of they should have kept Heineke.
The whole fan base was excited.
Say it again.
They should have kept Heineke. They should have kept
Heineke. Yeah.
I did like Heineke, but at some point, man, alcohol spills. You got to get that guy out of there, bro. Like he's not the guy. Let's not act like Heineke was gonna get us to the Super Bowl. Was Heineke gonna take us to the next level?
Washington's not getting to the Super Bowl, so it doesn't matter.
Stop it.
No, Heineke was a good game manager. That's about it.
He was good. He was good.
He was a good game manager, meaning like.
No, I give you that, but he was good for what they were doing, which is really nothing. But
right.
I'm talking ceilings and floors, y'all. I'm talking ceilings and floors, and I'm looking at the.
I'm saying it reminds me of the Saints offense, like they were stagnant. It reminds me of the Saints offense, like very stagnant.
Wow.
Yeah.
When y'all get a wide receiver that can catch, let me know. All right.
Hey Rick, I just got to follow up. I think Prescott's record is 9-2 against Washington all time. So just want to fact check you.
Hey, look, all I said was, sir, I'm not scared.
Still can't make it to the NFC Championship.
Not many teams do, my brother.
The Eagles do, though.
Texas players, that's why.
Hey, facts.
Listen. Doc, all I said was I'm not afraid, right? Basically, and I didn't say you guys don't do well. I didn't say you guys don't play well.
Now, with that Levis pick, you're definitely not afraid. I'm excited for you guys.
You're not.
Right, now,
have no fear. Levis is here.
Look, y'all talking that mess, man. I'm telling y'all, everybody had the same stuff to say about Daniel Jones when he went, right? Everybody thought he shouldn't have been the quarterback to get picked that high. Everybody had the same stuff to say about Josh Allen, right? When nobody thought that he should get picked that high. We have the same stuff to say about all these guys with these tools, but then when they pan out well, we have stuff to say, right? Now, I'm gonna say this. I believe at the end of the day, this strong, young, fast individual would do well.
Of course you feel that way. You selected him. You feel that way.
This is all because the low-hanging fruit of the 18th pick is not being talked about. We're going with the Levis conversation.
Wait. I got to get into this, though, because real talk, Des got way too excited when it was her time to pick. Des, talk to me. Des was like, praise God.
Definitely did.
Listen here.
Des, talk to me.
He's
talk to me.
Nolan, right? So let me tell y'all, my picks have been laid out, okay? And when Witherspoon was still on the board, I'm like, oh, this is our guy. This is our guy. Nolan was gone, so we need a CB.
Why not Joey Porter Jr. though, for the love? You know what I mean?
No.
No. Based on the film, you're right. But based on the love, I thought you would go.
We're not here for love. We're not here for love.
Come on now.
Hey, say it one more time.
Got to do with it.
It's like you love Will. We ain't here for that. We ain't here for that love. We're here for business. So
Business.
Hey, Will, give him a little Ralph Tresvant sensitivity, brother. Let him know we ain't here for that.
Oh, the pick's in. It's been in. With the 21st pick of the NFL draft, the Chargers select Tennessee wide receiver Jalen Hyatt. Man, it might be a controversial pick, but we got to get someone who can go deep. The knock on him is all he can do is go get deep balls. Well, good thing we're going to pair him with Justin Herbert, and that's all he's going to have to do is go deep and put up touchdowns, man. So we got a young wide receiver to combine with one of the best young quarterbacks in the league, and he's a burner, and he had probably one of the most underrated combines of all time. Runs a 4.4, and people act like he fell off the face of the earth. So, man, Jalen Hyatt, rookie of the year, up and coming for the LA Chargers.
The Baltimore Ravens select Drew Sanders, linebacker out of Arkansas. They need a linebacker. Drew is, in many ways, a classic see-ball, get-ball linebacker, but also he has the ability to drop in coverage. Quite frankly, I was looking for Jalen Hyatt. He got picked previously, so I just stuck to my board and probably picked their second biggest need, which was linebacker. So I had Drew Sanders as the highest rated linebacker on the board. So got to go with the highest rated guy I got on my board.
all right. Keely Ringo, CB from Georgia, 4.36, 40-yard dash, measured at 6'2", 207 pounds. They really need somebody that's going to be out in the, on the other side of the ball that can really improve. He's really fast, and he's just going to fit really well. He's going to fit that Brian Flores defensive scheme. So we're bringing the heat.
With the 24th pick of the NFL draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Joey Porter Jr., cornerback out of Penn State. And if you watch the playoff game, you completely understand why we need this pick. We got to get someone in the secondary that has the toughness, has the size, has the ability to make plays on the football. And I think we get great value here at 24th, getting this guy who's a multi-year starter, 6'2", all-American type talent, and has the NFL background. So I'm confident that he's going to succeed at the next level, man. So the Jaguars are very, very excited, man, to add Joey Porter to the secondary.
With the 25th pick, the Giants select defensive tackle Kalijah Cansey. And I want to say, with a phenomenal defensive line the Giants already have, we're just adding more firepower in this Aaron Donald clone, right? We're talking about a guy who runs, maybe 0.01 second faster than him in the 40, right? Basically the same measurables. I am so excited. And I see Dr. E getting ready for his next pick with the Cowboys. But I am excited about what's going on with our defensive line, and I believe that we are going to create a lot of pressure for Will Levis and the Commanders.
The Dallas Cowboys, with the 26th pick, will be selecting Dalton Kincaid to fit that amazing offensive scheme and give Dak Prescott that amazing target all season and fulfill a need the team is having with the departure of goodbye Dalton Schultz. And we fill in a void that's no longer a void and probably, arguably, the best tight end in this draft. And we are extremely excited in Dallas. How about them Cowboys?
With the 27th pick, In this draft, the Buffalo Bills select Miles Murphy, defensive tackle out of Clemson. Once again, the mathematics are simple on this one. I don't think you could go wrong with Murphy, Brisset, Cansey. Miles is a one-man wrecking crew. He can do whatever you need him to do on the interior. He can play the pure 3-tech. He can slide in and play 0-tech in a NASCAR package. He can eat blockers against the run, and he can get to the quarterback against the pass. And the Bills need some interior line help, so he is definitely going to be welcome in upstate New York.
I love it. All right, with the 28th pick, the Bengals are on the clock, and
the pick is in.
The pick is in.
So with the 28th pick, the Cincinnati Bengals select edge rusher out of Iowa, Lucas Van Ness. I like Lucas Van Ness for one reason. You talk about simple mathematics once again. Lucas Van Ness is just a dog. I mean, he is relentless, nonstop motor, and that's not code for not being a really good athlete. Lucas Van Ness has as much functional strength as any edge/defensive end that you're going to find in this draft. He's another guy at his position, super versatile, can play the 5, can go all the way out to the wide 9, but can kind of pinch in tight against the run, doesn't mind getting nosy against the run, will drop anchor, make sure that those running backs continue going east and west and can't get upfield. And listen, here's the truth. Iowa linemen, defensive linemen, offensive linemen, sight unseen, go for it. I like Lucas Van Ness in this situation.
All right. So with the 29th pick, the New Orleans Saints select wide receiver Zay Flowers. Listen, yes, there are a lot of other needs, especially on our defensive line, but this is a weapon. And when you get a chance to get a weapon like this, you go ahead and take it. Now, I was very conflicted a little bit here. I wanted Jahmyr Gibbs, but it seems a little bit too early. I went with Zay Flowers here from Boston College, and I'm excited for the New Orleans Saints.
All right, with the 30th pick in the NFL draft, Eagles will select, and I don't know how to pronounce his name, so y'all work with me. Adiba Ware, defensive lineman. I don't know. Out of Northwestern. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I just think it's just more depth on the defensive line. I actually think that it's very possible they actually trade this pick out, but that's what I'm going to go with for right now.
The defending Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Football Chiefs. As we continue to wreck the league, we do select wide receiver out of USC, Jordan Addison, physical receiver, tracks the ball well. He's just a baller. We need that type of receiver on our offense, to go in addition to the other weapons that we have. We want to break the record for scoring. So we just want to put up as much points as possible, and Jordan's going to help us do that.
This has been the MTMV Sports Mock Draft. Let's go over the last few picks. At pick number 21 for the Chargers, Jalen Hyatt. Drew Sanders at pick number 22 for the Baltimore Ravens. Keely Ringo at pick number 23 for the Vikings. For the Jaguars, Joey Porter Jr. For the New York Giants, Kalijah Cansey. For the Cowboys, Dalton Kincaid. For the Bills, Miles Murphy. For the Bengals at 28, Lucas Van Ness. At 29, Zay Flowers. At pick 30, Adi. At pick number 31, Jordan Addison.
Fire. Adi.
All right, here we go. All right, now, y'all, let's talk for a second. The most surprising pick of the last few picks.
I'd probably go with with Dez. I was thinking that pick with Keeley. I think I had probably 2 or 3 guys ahead of him. I think with Joey Porter still on the board, I would have went. Obviously, I think he's a better prospect, but I'm not in Dez's head. But it is what it is.
Des, how'd you feel about it?
Better read the book.
Oh man!
Listen, okay. Upon my research, he was the better option, so that's what I selected. Point blank. Period. I stand by all my picks. Okay.
Now, I actually love the Keely Ringo here. I just think about speed over.
He just fits Minnesota. The speed that
Yeah,
Brian
the speed is there. Yeah.
He fits it.
Yeah, I think Ringo's been underrated through this whole process.
Yes.
Everybody claimed he couldn't run.
Yeah.
Well, at first this season coming in, everybody claimed he couldn't run. Then they played Tennessee and he bodied Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt got nothing on Keely.
Yeah.
And he did not play one side of the field on that game. He ran wherever Jalen Hyatt was. That's what Keely was.
Yeah.
He locked Jalen Hyatt, and Jalen's fast.
I got another one. I go with Dr. E. And the Kincaid pick. I don't know. I've never been able to pinpoint the Cowboys' issues for real. Obviously, you have definite
Neither can they.
I've always felt like they had the pieces. I've always felt like they could have done something. But why go tight end right there? I know you talked about it, and obviously Schultz been out. Is it a bigger target needed for your quarterback? Does he do better with good tight ends? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, that's his number one receiver at that point. Yeah, Dak doesn't throw out to the wideouts very often, and he likes slot receivers, is where CD gets most of his run. If it's not going to CD, it's going to probably Dalton Kincaid, or he's going to utilize whatever back is in the backfield this season if Tony Pollard's fully healthy. So we'll have to see what they do there. I mean, I honestly was, and to be frank, like if Kincaid's not on the board, I don't know if I go Meyer on that pick for me. Right. I like Kincaid as a prospect, so that's the only reason I chose it. I actually don't want them to go tight end. I'd like them to go with like a Darnell Wright out of Tennessee and continue to solidify the line more to give Dak more time. And that's probably where I lean as an analyst, but Kincaid was just low hanging fruit, and I thought it was worth the show for you guys. So
I like it.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, I love the Dalton Kincaid pick, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you look at Utah like highlights, right? That dude is everywhere, right? Like their whole offense went through him, and if you're a tight end who's basically the main weapon, that means you're ready to kind of handle that load at the next level. And so, I mean, I love what Schultz was able to do with the Cowboys. I mean, Kincaid, that is low hanging fruit. That's a great pick, especially because you need to replace that productivity. And man, he's just a dog. But I do have a question for you. And I have a little bit of a question for
you too.
Okay, I'm ready to answer my question. But I do have a question about Jahmyr Gibbs. Did you think about it at all? Did you think about Gibbs, or did you think about any running back here, Doc?
Yes. I mean, why wouldn't I? But I actually think because of the whole Big 12 connection Jerry Jones has with that conference and his love for Oklahoma and Texas players, I think they might go with the backup running back in Texas later on down the line. And so I don't think they go rushing up to go grab a back at this position. And maybe they do. I just hope they don't. Like if Bijan's going to get taken early, especially by the Eagles, like there's nobody else I want at the top. So
I think Des just figured me out. She figured out that I made a graphic and I wanted to make sure I used it. So
take all that time, you might as well.
Make the letters a little small. You got the boy's face covered up. Can't see it.
Hey, it's done because we can highlight our sponsor, Ozell brand. It's not a brand.
Oh yeah,
it's a lifestyle.
Ozell, baby.
I got a question for pick 29.
Go ahead, sir.
I think as I'm looking at some of the O line and D line needs, why go offense on this one?
Yeah.
So I mean that's a great question. I'm just thinking about value here, right? I was thinking I definitely want to go Darnell Wright, right? Like he is the best, according to a lot of scouts, he's the best right tackle in the draft. But we have a good right tackle. We do have problems with our left tackle right now, and I thought about, okay, cool. Do we introduce another tackle into that situation? It doesn't seem like it. Another place that I wanted to go is Osiris Torrance. I really wanted to go that route, right? But the reason I didn't. Is because I saw Zay Flowers and I thought about it. I'm like, yo,
let him fall.
So that's interesting though. Will if Rick were to like make that phone call, do you sprinkle a trade to go up and get Zay?
I don't know if we do.
Darnell Wright was there.
If Jordan Addison is still on the board, I don't think we would, because he's still a quality receiver too. He's dangerous too. Some of the same attributes. I do like Zay because Zay also returns punts, as well. And so we need that in the area. We do have Kadarius Toney, but as far we don't know how healthy he's going to stay throughout the season. So you need somebody else that can return punts. We saw the struggles with Scott, but he showed up big in the Super Bowl that one time, but there were a couple games where like the Colts game, we ended up losing that game, because they started off 7-0 because we kind of gave them the ball to him on the 2-yard line with inside the 5-yard line. So I was hoping Zay would fall to us, but Jordan Addison actually was 1 on my board when I looked at my my top 5 wide receivers. I had Jordan 1 and Zay was 2.
I thought about Jack.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
Shout out to Will Smith for the creation of that commercial. If you need any advertisement, we are the spot. MTMV Sports. Not only will we take care of it and put you in high places, right, but we'll also take care of your brand and make sure that we are representing your brand the absolute right way. So shout out to Will Smith for the work that he's been doing with the Ozell brand, and shout out to Titus Ozell Golden. All right, first up, Derek, go for it.
Well, you can find me at OTS Media Co. all social media platforms. OTS Media on YouTube. We have a bevy of shows, so I'm not going to call them all out, but anything you need, sports, gaming, music, movies, television, all that stuff's covered. We're also about to start some stuff with actually one of our, the Silent Guys. We're actually doing some more fashion coverage on there as well. So the Silent Guys is actually growing out to be a little bit more than what we set out to be. So yeah, check it out.
Yo, and also big time shout out to the newest member of the MTMV family, Miss Dez. Pretty girl loves sports, yo. Y'all saw how she handled business tonight, and I ain't even say it right. My lips were out the way. Business. Shout out to her. And here we go, Dez. The floor is yours.
All right. So my name is Des. I'm the creator and CEO of Pretty Girls Love Sports. Podcast coming soon, but right now you can find us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at PG Love Sports. If you want some Pretty Girl merch, you can go to pglovesports.com.
Awesome, and welcome to the MTMV family. Will Smith, it's on you, my guy. Go for it.
What's up? It's your boy Will Smith with Red and Bold, home of the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Football Chiefs, baby. You know what it is. And so you can check us out on the YouTube channel, the MTMV Sports Network YouTube channel, the Red and Bold Show with me and my co-host Joe Mobley. We are on Twitter at Red and Bold. That's REDANDBOLD. We also just started our Instagram. We're gonna build that up for y'all. Get some more on Instagram, and that's RED_and_bold. So check us out, y'all. We'll be coming on Saturdays, and we are going to be more consistent with that, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. All right, so y'all, we got Professor Dante in the building. Sir, it's your world. Go for it.
It is your boy, the Professor Dante Pryor, co-host MVPU with MVP JT Jeremiah Thomas, And Conrad West Side is the best side. Conrad, the Hotel Hilton. You can also find my articles on our blog site, mtmvpn.com. You can also catch my articles on SaturdayBlitz.com. You can find me at Twitter at Pastor DDP, Pride a Good Kid on Instagram, find MVPU on Instagram, find me at my name, Dante Pryor, also on Facebook.
Y'all, listen, if you're ever in a situation where you need God, right? Our team is here for you. We have so many preachers on staff, y'all. Look, I didn't even know how many ministers we had on staff, but we really go hard in the minister direction, right? Pastor Dante is here now. We got Will Smith, who's also a preacher. Miles Austin is a minister of music. For those people who didn't know based on his lifestyle, we also have. No, I'm just playing with you. we got a lot of people. Yo, and shout out to our family into the lab. Yo, we're always grateful to have Doc E in the building with us.
Doc.
Let's give Doc some love. Doc, it's all you, my guy.
Yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys having me on. I love doing this with you guys because you guys tolerate the cowboy nonsense. But I appreciate it. Into the Lab podcast, usually Tuesday, Wednesday night. We are officially on our monthly episode alert because my newborn son is on the way. So I am not currently going on a regular basis, but every draft and major championship throughout the summer, I will be live. Other than that, you can catch me trying to find sleep in the newborn status as my son is coming. So very, very big there. So very blessed. So very excited for that. And no, I appreciate you guys having me. Shout out to my sponsor, Blue Collar Media Group, and to all the sports scientists who are constantly putting up with my nonsense.
Yo, we appreciate you, Doc. And congratulations, my guy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yo, and last but not least, our guy, I'm the producer for the V Report and also the host of the Full 94 podcast. Our guy, Minister of Music, Minister Miles Austin. Go for it.
What's going on, family? It's Miles Austin, man. Look, host here of the Full 94 podcast here on MTMV Sports, the same podcast. Mr. Derek Miles been ducking for a little while, but that's neither here nor there. We love basketball.
What?
Come check us out. Shout out to me. I am Miles Austin, Full 94 podcast on everything that's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Shout out to Sports Talk with C. Shout out to Will, Mr. Teddy going over there, man. Check us out. Definitely every Monday night, 8:30. Definitely love it, man. Come check us out for real.
Yeah, shout out to Will just roughing. All right, y'all. Look, it's been a long night. So thank you so much for all your time. We appreciate you. God bless you. We love you. We out.